Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cricket Talks. Today we're going to talk about Big Bash and Australia versus India, and I'm going to be joined by some guests. Firstly, how are you guys?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Thanks for
Not
having
bad.
us on today.
You're
Appreciate
welcome. So to start off, we're going to talk about the Big Bash League between Scorchers v Thunder. What do you think about that game?
Yeah, it was a good game, tight game.
We started off quite slow, the Scorchers, and then as soon as we took that power surge and got 40 runs, we didn't look back from there, did we really, Amro?
Yeah, I think the batting innings was a great start as well. Colin Munro's contribution was brilliant, and then
He's super, isn't he, that lad?
Yeah, and then the Thunder, when they went on the run chase, I thought that was absolutely fantastic. They were composed. They were, until a couple of wickets came along and bang, everything changed. So
we need early wickets, don't we, at that stadium?
Yeah, and I love the atmosphere of the stadium as well. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's great.
So
you think we'll qualify?
Yeah.
You think we'll qualify? Yeah. Good
Now
to
we're going to talk about third test between
2 seconds down the log. Where does that put us in the table, please?
4 wins in a row, I believe, for the Scorchers.
Scorcher. Sorry.
That chat, that's not an actual chat in WA, so actually hilarious.
Yeah, we're big fans.
Hang on.
So moving on.
About your question, the Scorchers go up to number 5, so all I know is they're up to number 5. So 4 wins in a row. They actually got a good chance of getting into the finals now, which is absolutely brilliant.
We didn't gain the bash boost, did we?
No, I don't think so. The Thunder did it pretty well.
Damn it.
That's the thing about the bash boost. Like that you get these rubbish teams that get it and then they lose the match by a mile because they just went for bash boost.
Yeah.
Because they know they're not going to beat
Renegades the other day, do you know, against us. They were awful, but got the bash boost.
Yeah, exactly. And now on to the third test between Australia and India. If you saw that.
Can I just say about Marcus Stoinis the other day?
Yeah.
How well he batted. What an innings and what a run rate.
Super. Yeah.
Agreed.
Super.
Unfortunately, it's tragic that a WA batsman had to be playing for the Melbourne Stars because he would have made.
He'd have been class for the Scorchers.
Yeah, he would have been class. He would have made the Scorchers the number 1 team by far. Now the third test between Australia and India. So Smith finally back with a larger score. Excellent, eh? Australia had an excellent first innings. Fulkovsky is the future, batted well in the first innings. The second innings got out to a very good delivery from Siraj.
Can I say about Fulkovsky? I'm really happy for him because obviously he's been struggling with mental health and he had to take a bit of a break in that.
And they had 9 concussions as well.
Yeah. I'm really happy for him that he's come back.
Yeah, same.
And the Australian board have backed him in that. So,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and also about
Smith, it was going to be a matter of it was a matter of time until he got 100 again, weren't it?
Yeah. Now, just seeing about Hazelwood as well. Excellent bowling, excellent in the field. He also
run out.
Got those run-outs, and I remember Simply Cricket compared that run-out to the one from Pat Cummins a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh, it's hard. I'm neutral there.
It was like Nathan Lyon at Headingley. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come
on, Will, not like
we
that.
We have more Aussie viewers than English viewers, unless you're going to change. You're the only English viewers from your channel. Nah, thank you, everyone, if you came from Sports Express. Good on you. Or Cricket Badgers. So
good on you.
From England, I know. Yeah. Cummins did an excellent job, and Pan and Pujara had a pretty good partnership. Then he got injured, Pan. I miss his sledging badly, and it's so annoying they can't just cut. You just don't hear they can't even bat anymore. I love hearing Rishabh Pat behind the stumps.
Yeah, it's great. And do you know Labuschagne? He's class and short leg. He gives it a bit of,
He's batting quite well at the moment. 47 not out.
Yeah, I was a fan of Labuschagne even before he could bat. I don't get why people are criticising him now when he was good at the start.
We spoke to a Morgan player and he said he's always been like Steve Smith even before he played for Australia.
So it's a bit like when people say, "Oh, he's copying." It's not copying. He's close mates with Steve Smith. It's like an unorthodox stance to batting. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. All right, on to New Zealand versus Pakistan, and Kane Williamson is just so good with 238.
Best batsman in the world.
Ooh,
So
big calls. Nichols with 157 and Daryl Mitchell 102 not out. Kyle Jamieson 11 wickets in the match. New Zealand.
We've got him on our podcast as well. Daryl Mitchell coming up.
Oh wow! So
yeah,
good on him for getting 100. I'm not just saying that because he's in your podcast, but straight away into his career, excellent start. Well,
super.
Yeah.
And New Zealand aren't going to have a game in the summer till they play Australia in late Febs, unless things change.
Nice,
Sri Lanka. This is going to be more Sri Lankan based for this next part.
Wait, can I talk about New Zealand? Haven't they not lost a game in like 17 at home? A test match.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because the pitches in New Zealand are designed for those slowest at medium pace swing bowling, which they bowl like 120 and swing it a lot. Whereas the Aussies are more hit the deck stuff, which is more like perfect. But I don't think New Zealand. I think Australia have a better bowling attack than New Zealand. However,
No,
New Zealand is still.
definitely
I don't criticize New Zealand. I'm gonna have to make.
New Zealand. New Zealand, big call, best bowling attack in the world, best team in the world, best captain in the world.
I think I'm biased because I'm Australian.
Yeah.
New Zealand, but they're not bad though. I'll give them that they're good 7 or 8 out of 10 international wise. Like especially Neil Wagner.
They're better than Australia.
Look at the World Cup 2019. Big calls,
Well,
big calls.
Trent Bolt hat-trick at the end of the innings, but didn't do enough to beat us.
Who got skittled in the semi-final? I can't remember who. Again, I remember playing England. I can't remember who. Who was it? Can you remember?
Can I remember? That was torture.
I think it was Australia.
I think it was a torture session.
Our lad, Chris Wokes, the Birmingham boy, skittling through the Aussies.
Goodness.
At Edgbaston, his home ground. Beautiful. Our home ground.
Yeah. What happened on the first ball of the innings, Analog? Can you remember? First ball of the game.
Christopher.
I remember when Ryan Harris knocked Alistair Cook over for a duck straight away.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
But Alistair Cook's going to be my underrated cricketer series, and don't argue.
He's not underrated.
He's not underrated.
Only in the UK, because everyone in the UK appreciates their own talent.
Do you remember when he scored that double 100?
No one ever talks about Cook in Australia.
Do you remember when he scored that double 100 against you in Australia?
Yeah. I mean, it was a rubbish wicket. It was a rubbish pitch. England would have won that game if they had.
They've got to do the job, haven't you?
They needed 20 days for that game, and England would have won it, to be fair. So now South Africa versus Sri Lanka. So South Africa win by 10 wickets. Player of the match, Dean Elgar. Anrik Nortje did excellent in first innings. Lungi Ngidi.
He was super.
Excellent in the second innings. What's your opinion on Sri Lankan and also South African cricket?
They've had quite a lot of injuries, haven't they, Sri Lanka? So they've just got to, they're not playing their full team. So hopefully they don't play the full team against England. But come on, the boys.
What I'm saying is, we spoke a bit about this in our Sports Express podcast this week, a few weeks ago. I think Sri Lanka cricket's growing. I think they've got a young team and it's got a good future. With Lanka Premier League and that, it is growing, and they've got a few big test series.
I'm surprised Sri Lanka was so late to making a Premier League. You know what I mean? They should have.
Had they not had one before? But it just wasn't well known. Or...
Yeah, maybe it was like the Big Bash in 2008, where it was state. It wasn't very well known. Okay, so also coming up is England versus Sri Lanka. Now, what do you think about that series?
Well, obviously Sri Lanka have got quite a few injuries. England are resting a few players because they've got quite a big year this year. A lot of cricket. Playing in India twice. They've got the Ashes, the World Cup. So you will see a lot of changes in their squad. Can't wait to watch Moeen Ali, my favourite player.
Yeah. One thing I like about English cricket is they actually pick youngsters enough. Like before the Aussies never picked youngsters, and when they did, they wasted them. Like that's what.
Can I just say something? Sri Lanka have been pretty cheeky. Do you know in this warm-up game, yeah, they've put the greenest pitch possible, so it's all nipping, seaming everywhere. But
so do the Kiwis. So do the Kiwis. But to be honest,
for the first test,
have you seen that pitch on England New Zealand? That was such a green
Kiwis can't help.
Well, yeah, it rains too much over there. Just play the games in Australia and get a hostile crowd.
Yeah.
Solved. Correct. Actually, there's so many Kiwis in Australia. Like, I'm being serious. You could probably get a good Kiwi fan base. You could probably fill up Optus in a New Zealand game. Just providing it's not.
No one turns up for the New Zealand games in New Zealand anyway. So.
Yeah. So play it in Australia. Get
not
more.
Many.
No, but I like the Kiwis. They're good people.
Yeah.
They are.
The Big Bash League, Hurricanes v Thunder. Usman Khawaja and Alex Ross did well. The Thunder did look very well in Perth a couple of days ago, so I'm surprised they got thrashed badly. But I guess it was, maybe the Hurricanes are going to get beaten even worse than the Thunder against the Scorchers. Anyway, move on.
When's the Scorchers next game?
Sorry?
When's the Scorchers next game?
I think it's on Tuesday.
Come on, the boys.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
On the Scorchers.
Heat versus Stars.
As
you said, Marcus Stoinis was brilliant, but also Mark Steckety, another Mark standing name.
Oh, he's done class. And Joe Richardson for us, golden cap.
Yeah,
he's been super.
I didn't know how good he was until I saw him playing tour matches for Australia, right? He could be playing for Australia in the next couple of years, even though I don't know how he seems. I think he's quite, not old, but like...
He's class.
Yeah.
I love Turner's captaincy to keep the slip in as well.
Yeah, same. I'm very pro slip fielder. I don't get why people don't do it.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
The last Big Bash game we're going to talk about is Strikers v Renegades. Mohamed Nabi, Peter Hatzeglu leads Renegades to a 6-wicket win. Now,
I felt a bit sorry for the Renegades. I like Finch.
Same.
Yeah, they've been doing poor. They've had 2 bad innings. They've been skittled for 60 and 80 now.
Yeah. So because they've been losing so badly, we haven't seen... It's hard to judge what's their best player and who isn't.
Did you see Finch's poor decision yesterday when he hit it, apparently? He gave out LBW.
Yeah.
So it's got do they have Marsh as well? Or have we just made that?
Sean,
Marsh.
yeah. Sean.
Yeah. Sean Marsh, because he's
injured at the moment, though.
The other cricket thing was oh my word. So you were watching the UAE play Ireland. How did that game go?
Yeah.
UAE well, it's quite a funny game, really. It was quite a tight game. But I don't know. What have you?
So Ireland, I'd say Ireland. They didn't get a great score. They got 270, and then UAE came out, lost 3 early wickets. They were like 50 for 3, and then I think they took it to like 250 for 3, which was like, and then they needed like 20 off like I think it was about 4 overs with 7 wickets left. I mean, and then they
that's
just
right.
It,
that big partnership, that big
Mohammed Rizwan.
Yeah. I know my mate, Toby Marriott from Cricket District.
Yeah.
I've had him on the podcast before. He was actually at that game. He was at that game.
No, was that in Ireland, the game?
Nah,
UAE, Dubai.
Abu Dhabi, yeah, because I was thinking it'd be too cold to be in Ireland. It's time.
Yeah.
I think we're having a bit of a heat wave now.
Yeah. UAE, well, it's very warm out there in the UAE, even in winter. Because we've got a couple more minutes of discussion, we've sort of gone through all the games. Is there anything you're looking forward to in the cricket world in the next, like maybe, I don't know, pick your own time period, maybe a year, maybe a month?
I'm looking forward to us to whitewash a 5-0 in Australia. I'm looking forward to win the World Cup. I'm looking forward to the never lose a series again.
I'm looking forward to the 100 in England, the new competition.
Okay.
I had to wait a bit of time. Obviously, it got cancelled this year.
Is it true that the 100's going to be broadcasted? Sorry. Is it true that the 100's going to be broadcasted live on the BBC?
Yeah.
That'll be excellent.
Free to air.
Excellent. Finally, England has done it. Australia been doing it for forever. England's taken forever. Australia are dropping off though with that, but anyway, yeah.
What do you make of the new rules in the Big Bash? Do you think they're working or?
Half of them are great, half of them are stupid. I think the Bash Boost is just rubbish. I think the Power Surge can have good meaning, and I think.
X Factor.
Sorry.
What do you think about the X Factor?
Yeah, I think the X Factor's good because it makes the game a bit more interesting. The run chases and stuff. Because it's good to get new fans into the game because they think about the singing competition show.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a disco at the Optus today?
Yeah, apparently. No, apparently at the Oval, the energy was pretty much up there. The music was playing pretty loud. Some great songs were playing in the stadium.
How come you didn't get out there today? Why didn't you go?
I wasn't there, but someone filmed the footage for me, so we have it up here on this video today.
Are you going to any more games?
Probably not.
No.
Trying to get to the game on Tuesday, but probably not.
So that's a shame because I loved, the vlogs.
Yeah. Scorchers v Renegades. I thought that it was a very good game. Now, Liam's Cricket and AFL, who's a Renegade supporter, said it was a good video, but a rubbish game. So,
Yeah.
I thought it was a great video. Keep them up.
Yeah, it's a real shame that there's only 4 Big Bash games in Perth. And now that there's all these outbreaks, I'm not going to name the name of it, over East, you would think they could hub all the players in Perth so we can have crowds and stuff. Because it's Queensland in a 3-day blitz lockdown just to control everything. I'd love to see a bit more cricket in Perth.
There's a train coming, by the way.
There hasn't been a test match or anything. Hang on.
I love the Optus. It's great.
Same, mate. Same. And the noise.
Not as good as a Wacker though.
Yeah, the pitch is much better in the Wacker. Although they're both great pitches, to be fair. Great services.
Yeah, I love the Wacker though.
Yeah.
The Wacker.
Yeah, Perth is a lot nicer place to watch cricket than probably in the east, like Sydney or Queensland. Perth's a lot better than Queensland.
Mark Cosgrove, who we interviewed, said the what ground did he say, Spike? Was it the Adelaide Oval? Was his favourite?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Optus or the Wacker's really good. The Wacker's great, but it's way too small. Same with Lords. But
that's what I like about it. It's different to all the rest. It's not like massive stands.
Yeah. Like the Wacker they use for Sheffield Shield, but for some reason no one watches that, so I'm not bothered with it.
I love the Sheffield Shield.
Same. I wish it was on. Mate, I wish it was on Australian television, like on Channel 7 or whatever.
What do you watch it on? I watch on the Australian cricket app.
Same.
Yeah.
Get the finals on pay TV.
Yeah. When is the final for that?
The Sheffield Shield final, it's a bit later this year. I think it's in April or something.
Are they doing the Marsh?
The One-Day Cup.
Yeah. They're doing that.
That's died in the last 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I need to think of a good number. 15 years ago, they used to have 10,000 people going.
It's got to be 60.
Yeah.
16 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Good numbers. They used to have thousands of people at the Oval for an average game. And now they get barely anyone. It's a real shame. Sheffield Shield, it's always been pretty low though. But for the final, it used to be really.
Just a question, Analog. Is the Wacker the only ground you've been to? Or?
I've been to Optus. I've actually been to Domain Stadium before in Perth. The Wacker.
Have you been to anywhere else but Perth?
I've never been to the Wacker, and I've never been to a stadium.
Never been. You never been to the Wacker?
I've never actually I'm being honest here. I've never actually been to the Wacker. Like I've driven past it many times, but never actually been inside it. I might be going there for Sheffield Shield or something. I'm trying to. I might be able to, hopefully.
All right.
Yeah, Perth used to also have an oval called Perry Lakes, which had like 30,000. That got knocked down about 20 odd years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember last year, I loved watching Stoinis, his massive 100 he got. I can't remember who it was against, but it was.
Yeah, for the Stars. That was in the MCG. Yeah, it keeps...
No, in the Marsh Shield for WA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
a lot of
super.
It's a real shame that Sheffield Shield is not televised, but it's great that we can still watch it. At least it's free to watch, though. Although it's hard.
Yeah.
It's still free to watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we'll call it for the show today.
All right, good show.
Yep.
Great show. Thank you
so much for joining. And
thanks so much for having us.
You can join us basically any time if you want.
All right.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Hopefully we'll be back at home. Bit better circumstances, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Sorry about all this messing about
Thanks
today.
for watching. Like and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.